Welcome to our channel HD Rare Coin 111, your go-to spot for uncovering the incredible world of rare US coins. If you've ever wondered if your old pennies, nickels, or dimes are worth more than face value, you're about to find out. In today's video, we'll be exploring some truly rare coins and their shocking values. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So let's jump in. Top 1. The year 1971 marked the beginning of a fascinating chapter in American coinage history when the United States Mint introduced the Eisenhower $1 coin. This coin was not just another piece of circulating currency, but a symbol of both national pride and historical remembrance. Named after Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, this coin honored both his leadership and his role in shaping the 20th century. The Eisenhower dollar was also created as a tribute to another monumental event in American history, the Apollo 11 moon landing. The reverse of the coin proudly displays an eagle landing on the moon, clasping an olive branch of peace, echoing the Apollo 11 mission patch. This design celebrated the moment when mankind first set foot on the lunar surface in 1969, a feat that captured the imagination of the world. When the Eisenhower dollar was introduced in 1971, it became the first large-sized dollar coin minted since the peace dollar ended in 1935. This was a huge step for the U.S. Mint, as it reintroduced the dollar denomination in a new form after decades of absence. Collectors and the public were curious and eager to see what this new design would bring. Unlike smaller denominations, the Eisenhower dollar was hefty in size, with a bold presence that immediately stood out in circulation. It had a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and weighed 22.68 grams, making it one of the largest and heaviest coins in modern U.S. history. Its sheer size and detailed design made it a striking piece of currency. The obverse side of the coin bore a dignified portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. His commanding yet calm presence was beautifully captured by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparo, who was also the designer of the Lincoln Memorial reverse on the penny. The image of Eisenhower on the coin symbolized strength, leadership, and a tribute to a man who had been both a five-star general and a president. The reverse side was perhaps even more captivating, with its tribute to space exploration. The sight of an eagle landing on the moon connected the coin to America's greatest achievement in space, while also sending a message of peace and progress to the world. It was more than just money, it was history and ambition engraved in metal. The coins minted in 1971 were struck in both copper-nickel-clad versions for circulation and special 40% silver compositions for collectors. These silver versions were available in uncirculated and proof sets, and they quickly became prized among numismatists. The silver Eisenhower dollars were never released for general circulation, making them highly sought after even at the time. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of clad Eisenhower dollars in 1971. But what truly excites collectors today are the rare errors and varieties. In fact, some of these mistakes have transformed ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures worth staggering amounts of money. One of the most remarkable rarities of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar lies in certain error strikes where coins intended for copper-nickel planchets were mistakenly struck on 40% silver planchets. These errors are extremely scarce and command breathtaking premiums when discovered. Finding one is like unearthing buried treasure. Beyond mint errors, condition also plays a crucial role in determining value. Most Eisenhower dollars entered circulation and developed heavy wear due to their large surfaces. High-grade examples with sharp details, full luster, and minimal blemishes are extremely difficult to find today. Collectors are willing to pay enormous sums for coins in pristine mint state condition. The Eisenhower dollar also carries sentimental value for many Americans who remember its circulation. While it was never as convenient as smaller coins, it was often used in casinos, vending machines, and even military bases. For those who lived during the 1970s, the Eisenhower dollar was a familiar part of daily life. As the years passed, collectors began to recognize the true significance of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. It wasn't just the first of its kind, but also a bridge between two important eras, the leadership of President Eisenhower and the bold achievements of the space age. This double tribute made the coin even more appealing to history enthusiasts. Today, the Eisenhower dollar stands as an iconic piece of Americana. It represents courage, innovation, and leadership, all captured within a single coin. Collectors worldwide search for rare varieties and top condition examples, hoping to add a piece of this legacy to their collections. For coin hunters, discovering a rare 1971 Eisenhower dollar is nothing short of thrilling. The possibility of uncovering a valuable error or a perfectly preserved specimen drives the passion of numismatists and keeps the excitement alive with every coin search. Auction houses have seen extraordinary bidding wars for rare Eisenhower dollars. When a top-grade or unusual error coin surfaces, collectors compete fiercely, driving prices to incredible heights. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but their stories and rarity make them true treasures. Even though millions were minted, survival of the highest quality examples is scarce. Many were mishandled, spent, or stored poorly, leaving only a handful of flawless coins. This scarcity drives up demand and keeps values high among serious collectors. It's also fascinating to note that the Eisenhower dollar set the stage for later dollar coins like the Susan B. Anthony dollar and the Sacagawea dollar. However, none have quite matched the historical weight and grandeur of the Eisenhower design. It remains in a class of its own. The legacy of Dwight D. Eisenhower, both as a president and as a military leader, only enhances the appeal of the coin. His role in leading Allied forces during World War II and his contributions to America's post-war era make him one of the most respected figures in U.S. history. Having his image on the dollar makes the coin even more meaningful. The combination of military heroism, presidential leadership, and space exploration themes makes the 1971 Eisenhower dollar one of the most fascinating coins ever minted. It is not just a collectible, but a true piece of American storytelling captured in metal. Collectors often say that holding a 1971 Eisenhower dollar feels like holding a piece of history in their hands. The size, the design, and the symbolism create an emotional connection that few other coins can match. It embodies both the past and the future in one bold design. Many casual collectors start with Eisenhower dollars because they are affordable in lower grades, but once they learn about the rare varieties and potential values, the hobby becomes much more exciting. This coin has been the gateway for countless people into the world of numismatics. For those fortunate enough to discover one of the ultra-rare 1971 Eisenhower dollars with an error or in pristine condition, the rewards can be life-changing. Such coins can achieve astonishing values far beyond what most would ever expect. Every so often, stories emerge of collectors finding valuable Eisenhower dollars in old boxes, coin rolls, or inherited collections. These tales fuel the dreams of treasure hunters everywhere, reminding us that valuable coins may still be hiding in plain sight. The thrill of discovering such a coin lies not only in its financial worth but also in the knowledge that it represents a once-in-a-lifetime find. Few coins carry such a mix of history, rarity, and visual impact as the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. The marketplace for rare coins remains strong, and demand for special Eisenhower dollars continues to grow. Collectors from across the globe recognize their significance, ensuring that their value remains high for generations to come. When you think about the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, you are reminded of America's strength, unity, and achievements. It is more than just money, it is a national symbol preserved in silver and copper nickel. From its origins in honoring a president to its tribute to the space age, this coin bridges the stories of leadership on Earth and exploration beyond our planet. Few coins have managed to tell such a wide-reaching story in such a powerful way. As collectors look closer at their coins, they are always hoping that one day, they will discover the rarest and most valuable of them all. And when it comes to the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, the rewards for finding such a rarity can be beyond imagination. In fact, the most extraordinary examples of the 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin have reached incredible values at auctions, making them dream coins for collectors worldwide. The highest known value ever paid for one of these treasures is an astounding $250,000. Top 2. In the world of American coinage, few pieces stir as much excitement and fascination as the Eisenhower $1 minted in 1972. This coin stands as both a tribute to a great American leader and a symbol of one of the most extraordinary achievements of the 20th century. Collectors and historians alike are drawn to its story, which combines patriotism, artistry, and rarity in one shining design. The Eisenhower dollar was introduced just a year before, in 1971, to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Known affectionately as Ike, Eisenhower was not only a respected president but also a celebrated World War II general. His leadership and calm strength made him a beloved figure in American history, and placing his portrait on the dollar coin was a fitting recognition of his legacy. The year 1972 marked the second year of production for the Eisenhower dollar, and this edition brought with it unique features that make it stand out. Unlike other coins that rarely change, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is famous for having multiple design variations, known as types. These variations, caused by changes in the die engravings, make the coin especially thrilling for collectors. On the obverse side of the coin, Eisenhower's profile is boldly presented. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the portrait captures his serious and commanding expression. Every line of his face reflects wisdom, strength, and the kind of leadership that helped shape modern America. This design alone makes the coin impressive, but it is what appears on the reverse that truly makes it legendary. The reverse design pays tribute to the Apollo 11 mission, the first manned moon landing in 1969. It depicts an eagle descending onto the lunar surface with an olive branch of peace in its talons. This was directly inspired by the mission patch designed by astronaut Michael Collins. It wasn't just a coin, it was a national reminder of the moment mankind reached the stars. In 1972, however, the mint faced some challenges when producing the reverse dies. These slight differences in engraving resulted in three distinct design variations. Type 1 featured a less detailed earth and was used in early production. Type 2 had a sharply defined earth but was struck in very limited quantities. And Type 3 became the most widely produced design. It is the Type 2 variety that has captured the imagination of collectors the most. This version, with its refined earth engraving, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in very small numbers. Because of its rarity, it has become one of the most valuable Eisenhower dollar varieties ever minted. Discovering one feels like stumbling upon a hidden gem. For the average collector, it can be difficult to spot the differences among the types, but specialists can identify them by examining the earth and the islands of the Caribbean near Florida. These small details have made the 1972 Eisenhower dollar one of the most studied coins of the entire series. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of Eisenhower dollars in 1972, while the Denver and San Francisco Mints also struck their own versions. The San Francisco Mint released special 40% silver editions for collectors, available in both uncirculated and proof condition. These silver issues were never intended for everyday circulation, making them even more desirable today. Most Eisenhower dollars from 1972 entered circulation, where their large size and heavy weight made them difficult for everyday use. They often ended up in casinos and military bases rather than in the pockets of ordinary Americans. As a result, finding a coin that remains in pristine mint state condition is extremely rare. Over time, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar has gained a reputation as one of the key coins of the series. Collectors know that locating a Type 2 variety in high grade is like uncovering buried treasure. Even the more common types can fetch strong prices if they are well preserved and certified by grading services. What makes this coin so fascinating is not only its design but also its place in American culture. It reminds us of the leadership of Eisenhower and the achievements of the space program, two defining chapters of the 20th century. Holding one feels like holding a piece of that remarkable history in your hand. Auction houses have seen dramatic bidding wars over rare 1972 Eisenhower dollars, especially those with the elusive Type 2 reverse. Collectors from around the world are willing to pay astonishing sums to secure one, proving just how significant this coin has become in the world of numismatics. The Eisenhower dollar also serves as a bridge between generations. Older Americans remember spending them or receiving them in banks, while younger collectors see them as relics of a time when the nation was celebrating space exploration and strong leadership. This dual meaning only enhances the coin's value and popularity. Unlike smaller denominations, the sheer size of the Eisenhower dollar gives it a bold presence. Its weight and diameter make it feel substantial, and this physical quality adds to the thrill of collecting it. In many ways, it is a coin that demands attention. Condition plays a crucial role in value, and coins graded mint state 65 or higher are especially hard to find. Many were bagged and stored carelessly, resulting in scratches and marks. A flawless specimen stands out dramatically and commands breathtaking premiums at auction. The silver issues struck in San Francisco remain popular as well, not only for their precious metal content but also for their limited production. Collectors who prefer a touch of silver often seek out these coins, and their value has only increased with time. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar is also a coin that inspires treasure hunts. Coin roll hunters and estate sale explorers still dream of discovering a rare Type II reverse in an overlooked collection. Stories of such finds continue to excite new generations of collectors. This spirit of discovery is part of what makes numismatics so thrilling. The possibility that a simple coin in your pocket or drawer could turn out to be worth a fortune keeps collectors engaged and hopeful. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar is the perfect example of this magic. Every coin tells a story, but few tell it as boldly as the Eisenhower dollar. Its connection to a great president and to mankind's first steps on the moon gives it an unmatched depth of meaning. It is not just currency, but a miniature monument to history. As years go by, the value of rare 1972 Eisenhower dollars continues to climb. Their scarcity, historical significance, and unique varieties make them highly sought after. For those lucky enough to own one, it is not just a coin, but a treasure. Collectors appreciate that this coin blends artistry with symbolism. The portrait of Eisenhower represents leadership, while the lunar reverse represents ambition and progress. Together, they capture the essence of America during the mid-20th century. Some collectors build entire sets of Eisenhower dollars, but the 1972 issue is always a highlight. Its role as a key date ensures it will always be one of the most important pieces in any serious collection. The Eisenhower series may not have circulated as widely as other coins, but its bold design and historical connections have ensured its place in the hearts of collectors. The 1972 issue stands at the very center of that story. The fact that this coin continues to inspire fascination more than 50 years after its minting shows its timeless appeal. It is a coin that will never lose its place in history or in the world of numismatics. The beauty of coin collecting lies in finding meaning in metal, and the 1972 Eisenhower dollar delivers that meaning in abundance. From its varieties to its symbolism, it is truly one of the most remarkable coins of modern America. For many collectors, this coin represents the perfect blend of rarity, history, and design. It is more than just money, it is a piece of America's legacy that continues to shine brightly. And when it comes to value, the rarest examples of the 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin have stunned the collecting world with their worth, reaching an incredible sum of $240,000. Top 3. In the fascinating world of American numismatics, one coin that always captures attention is the Eisenhower $1 minted in 1974. This coin belongs to a short-lived but historically significant series that represented both honor for a great leader and celebration of America's space exploration achievements. The story behind the 1974 Eisenhower dollar makes it a coin worth discovering in detail. When the Eisenhower dollar series was launched in 1971, it immediately stood out due to its large size, bold design, and deep historical meaning. By the time 1974 came around, collectors and the general public had already developed a strong familiarity with the coin, but this particular year carried its own unique identity. The obverse of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar featured the strong and dignified portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the profile captured Eisenhower's commanding yet thoughtful presence. Eisenhower had been both a World War II general and a president, and his image on the dollar symbolized leadership and resilience. The reverse was no less powerful. It depicted an eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch in its talons, an emblem taken from the Apollo 11 mission patch. This image honored America's most groundbreaking achievement, the first lunar landing of 1969. In one design, the coin carried the weight of both political leadership and space exploration. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced copper-nickel-clad Eisenhower dollars for circulation in 1974, while the San Francisco Mint struck 40% silver versions for collectors in both proof and uncirculated formats. These silver editions were never released for everyday use, which is why they are still considered highly collectible today. The sheer size of the Eisenhower dollar made it different from most other coins in circulation. Measuring over 38 millimeters in diameter, it was heavy and bold, which meant it was not widely used in daily transactions. Most of the clad coins found their way into banks, casinos, or were simply stored away rather than being carried around. What makes the 1974 Eisenhower dollar especially intriguing are the rare conditions and error strikes that make some examples incredibly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for doubled dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchets, as these can turn an ordinary coin into a true rarity. Even without errors, the coin's value largely depends on its condition. Because many 1974 Eisenhower dollars were handled roughly and placed in storage bags that caused scratches, finding one in flawless mint state is challenging. High-grade specimens certified by professional grading services are extremely desirable. The San Francisco Mint's silver proofs of 1974 are also highly collectible. With their mirrored surfaces and frosted designs, they display the artistry of the engravings beautifully. These coins were sold to collectors directly by the mint, adding a premium appeal that remains strong decades later. Despite being minted in the millions, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar still stands out as an iconic piece of coinage history. It reminds us of an era when America proudly honored its leaders and celebrated its space exploration achievements through coin designs that carried real meaning. Auction records have shown that extraordinary examples of this coin can achieve remarkable prices. Collectors compete fiercely for rare errors and top-condition silver proofs, and demand continues to grow as more people recognize the historical significance of the Eisenhower series. The Eisenhower dollar also marked the last large-sized dollar coin produced for general circulation. After its run ended in 1978, the United States introduced the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979, which was easier to use but never matched the grandeur of the Eisenhower design. This makes the Eisenhower series, and the 1974 issue in particular, even more cherished by collectors. The coin represents more than just money. It is a tribute to President Eisenhower's role in shaping modern America, and it symbolizes the country's determination to reach beyond the Earth into space. These powerful themes ensure that the Eisenhower dollar remains one of the most meaningful coins of the 20th century. Collectors often remark that the Eisenhower dollar has a distinct presence. Its weight and size create a sense of importance, and holding one feels like holding a miniature medal or token of history. This emotional connection is part of what drives its continuing popularity. The 1974 issue, being from the middle of the series, has its own charm because it represents the maturity of the Eisenhower dollar production. By this time, the mint had refined its processes, and the coins display sharp details and quality designs that appeal strongly to numismatists. Many families who saved these coins in the 1970s now discover them decades later in old collections or boxes. Some of these rediscovered coins turn out to be rare high-grade examples worth far more than their face value. Such discoveries keep the excitement of collecting alive. The Eisenhower dollar also played a role in military history, as it was often used in U.S. military clubs and bases abroad. This gave the coin a global presence, allowing American service members to carry a piece of their country's history wherever they went. The silver editions from San Francisco continue to shine in collections today, not only for their rarity but also for their precious metal content. With silver prices rising over the years, these coins have gained both collector and investment value. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar has also been featured in numerous educational discussions about coin design and U.S. history. Teachers and historians use it to show students how coins are more than just currency. They are pieces of art and memory cast in metal. Every detail of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar tells a story. From the bold lettering to the stars encircling the reverse, each feature connects the coin to themes of patriotism, peace, and progress. It is a coin that communicates values as much as it carries monetary worth. Collectors around the world recognize the appeal of the Eisenhower series, and demand remains strong not only in the United States, but internationally as well. Its connection to space exploration makes it a coin that resonates with people far beyond American borders. Rarity, history, and design all combine to make the 1974 Eisenhower dollar one of the most captivating coins of modern America. It is both a collectible and a conversation piece, cherished by those who appreciate its deeper meaning. Stories continue to emerge of collectors finding rare varieties tucked away in old proof sets or hidden among bank rolls. Each new discovery adds to the legend of the Eisenhower dollar and reminds us that treasures may still be waiting to be uncovered. The thrill of searching for valuable coins is part of what keeps the hobby of numismatics alive. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar, with its possibilities of rare errors and high-grade silver proofs, embodies that excitement perfectly. Holding one of these coins today connects you to both the past and the dreams of the future. It is a coin that embodies leadership on Earth and ambition beyond it, all captured in a single design. As time passes, the rarity and value of well-preserved 1974 Eisenhower dollars continue to rise. Collectors understand that this coin is not only a piece of currency but a lasting symbol of an extraordinary era in American history. For anyone lucky enough to own a remarkable specimen, it is more than just a coin. It is a treasure that tells the story of a president, a nation, and a journey to the stars. And among the most prized examples of the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin, the value has reached an astounding sum of $210,000.